In the box you've got the MaxVac grinder shroud, you've got the flexible vacuum adapter, you've got the fixed vacuum adapter cuff, you've got 3 fixing screws, Loctite and 2 Allen keys. You also need an adapter ring so that you can fit your grinder shroud to the corrected grinder. On some grinders you need to fit a spacer ring. They come in 4mm and 10mm, and it fits onto the adapter ring before the grinder shroud fits. What that enables then you to do is to space out the grinder shroud so you can fit a mortar raking blade in, so that the mortar raking blade sits centrally in the grinder shroud. Select your Allen key and the Allen bolt. You need to put a section of Loctite on the bolt and then put it in and do each side up, just finger tight to begin with. You do not want to do these bolts up very tight, otherwise you can potentially strip a thread or damage the adapter ring. You want to make sure that it's grasped it snugly, but that you could still turn. I've got that too tight, but you could still turn the adapter ring. It doesn't want to be able to turn too much, but you just need to be able to just turn it slightly. That then gives you greater flexibility when you come to fit the adapter ring, the grinder guard. When fitting the spacer ring, you notice there is a groove on this side. That is in case the metal ring of the grinder sits slightly proud of the adapter ring. When it goes on, it can take out any slack. As you can see, there's 6 holes in there. You need to make sure that you line 3 of the holes up with the holes in the adapter ring. Then select your angle grinder shroud, removing the front cover. Put the first screw in, locate it. Once you have fitted the first one on, make sure the other 2 holes line up all the way through to the adapter ring. Fit the other 2 screws. Again, make sure they're not done up too tightly, but they need to be firm. And these here, you obviously don't want them to come undone. Now, going back to what I was saying, by not doing the adapter ring up, it gives you flexibility now. You can move the shroud round, so when you're doing cutting in different areas, depending on how you want to hold the grinder, you then can have full control over what you're doing. Then fit in the blade, fit the blade holders back into the grinder, fit your blade, do it with the bolt, lock the blade in place, and then fit in the rest of the shroud. There's a loop in there which fits into that, fits onto the pivot point in there, the hinge, and it swings around and clips in place. Then you are ready to use your grinder after fitting the vacuum extraction. When fitting to other vacuums, you have your adapter. You either have a flexible hose adapter which you can put inside and then put the clip on the top to hold it in place. That then clips in place, which then means that you can just use a standard 35mm or power tool hose into there, which then screws onto the grinder shroud. If you have a spare hose, or you wish to get a spare hose to dedicate a hose to it, you have an adapter which screws on the end of your hose. You have the clip, so you fit the clip to the hose first, then screw this on the end of the hose and push it in there, and then slide that down the hose, and again clip it in place onto the adapter ring, so that it fits. It then fits onto the adapter for the vacuum like so, and you're then ready to use it on your adapter shroud. When fitting the vacuum adapter to the grinder shroud, when using MaxVac equipment, you need to put a screwdriver into the slot each side, which then enables you to pop the ergonomic handle off the 45mm hose. Then coming with the grinder, you have the fixed adapter, which then clips on. You then clip that back onto each side, and then you are fixed with an adapter on the end of your hose, which will then fit any of the MaxVac grinder shrouds, or drilling shrouds, or impact hammer shrouds. When fitting the vacuum hose to the grinder shroud, simply locate, twist, lock, then you have your hose, still swivels, and that means you've got full flexibility and full extraction.